he's got biceps, Butch, hasn't he? Chris Lynn, this goes up on the bank. So he's dealing in a couple of maximums here.
Mate, he's absolutely nailed this, isn't he? Gregory just finding out that at that pace, he can't bowl it there.
Can we have our ball back, please?
Danny Morrison, Chris Lynn is quite a destructive player. You were there calling the game, the match as he played this amazing innings of 91, the highest at the time in the ADT10. Your thoughts of that match?
Oh, again, it was just the whole new concept because you'd had the first couple of seasons in Sharjah and now Abu Dhabi had bought into, and the tournament's now held there at Zayed Stadium. And so this was early stages of Zayed Stadium. And again, someone like Lynn, any of those big, powerful, strong guys, we're going about Chris Gale, but it doesn't matter who. Guys that are fit and strong these days, Carters, they're such athletes. And it was nice, been nice there with Mark Butcher. So we were doing that T10 season, and the ball kept disappearing. And we said, look, could we get our ball back, please? Because not a lot of people sit on the side banks. You're more in the stands at either end of the ground of Zayed Stadium. But yeah, Linny gives it a thump, doesn't he?
9 4s and 7 6s, 91 of 30 balls. It just sounds like something somebody made up, right? I mean, just to be there would have been the most awesome experience to watch this display.
And again, it's tough for the bowlers. We know that, Carters, and changes of pace, and you can't blame the guys doing that. And just on any given night, you're going to disappear. And we've mentioned some big names already. So it is what it is. And it again underlines that the bowlers, particularly in T10, have to get it right a good 95% of the time, because when you're slightly off, like that was, you're going to disappear.
Absolutely. Danny, Chris Lynn, would you agree that he probably hasn't fulfilled his potential he comes with an awesome reputation, no doubt. He plays for leagues across the world, but he's still there seems to be loads more in the tank and to sort of fulfill his reputation.
Yes, and look, he's a little bit on the wild side, and I think he's the first to admit that too. He likes to have a bit of fun in life, but at the same time, he's had really bad neck issues. In fact, just in the side, my wife actually saw a surgeon, the same surgeon in Brisbane in Australia, for her back ailment, and he was seeing the same surgeon for his neck. And I'm not sure in the end if he had it fused or whatever, but he really has had some neck issues. So again, that stop and start and can be very debilitating. As anyone who's had really neck or lower back issues, very frustrating. So he has had a lot of injuries. He had a shoulder injury too. He popped it out a few times in the field. I remember that during IPL and the PSL. He popped it out on a couple of occasions and then subsequently missed stuff for Australia. So yeah, it hasn't been all plain sailing. And even though he's super fit and gets the guns out like Gulbadine, he's had his fair share of injuries.
Well, what makes this innings even more special is the fact that this may have been the first century ever in T10 cricket, because if you look at the scorecard and the statistics, he faced just 3 balls in the last 2 overs. So perhaps an opportunity missed, which mayn't come around again for a while. But until that time, this black moment really is one to cherish.